Making another short video clip on the square foot garden, and once again I thought I'd start with some of the lovely things that are in bloom in the garden this time of year. This tree I'm particularly proud of. As near as I know, it's Campobello's only magnolia tree. It's called a Royal Star magnolia, not the traditional saucer-shaped or cup-shaped magnolia, more frilly blossom. Very hardy. I've had it for, I don't know, 10 years or more. It's now 8 or 9 feet tall, and it was only like a foot and a half or so when I first purchased it. As you can see, the blossoms aren't exactly what you would call a typical magnolia blossom. Very lovely, though, typical of magnolia. It blooms before it has any foliage, and it has a very faint but a very lovely fragrance. This is a particularly good year for it, I guess. Lots of blooms. Pulmonaria, or lungwort, is just starting to bloom. There are a lot of blossom buds on this particular clump. Should put on quite a nice show in another week or two. Strange name for a plant, wort, lungwort, but my understanding of that is it's an Old English word which was added to any of the herbs that had a medicinal use. And I guess the other clue here is lungwort and pulmonaria. Pulmonaria also referring to lungs, so I guess it was considered to have some benefit for lung diseases. I don't know if it actually does or not. Very interesting. It was in bloom everywhere in the forests in France when I was walking earlier this spring as just a wildflower. In the garden, it turns into a nice big clump as a wildflower. It seems to come up as a single little plant here and there, but not over here. I guess here's the cultivated plant. Well, the square foot garden is looking good this morning. We had some light rain, a couple of hours of light rain last night. It always does the garden good. The garlic is still looking very good. The only two seeds that I've put in so far are the carrots and the two different kinds of peas. There's no sign of any germination there yet. This morning I'm going to plant one cell in each of these 4 raised beds of calendula. I thought a few flowers would look nice in with the vegetables, and also calendula, of course, is an edible flower. Can't say I've ever eaten the thing, but it is edible. When I ordered my garlic from Salt Spring Gardens last fall, they very kindly sent me a complimentary package of calendula seed, which is going to be planted this morning. The packet says that this is a mixed package of calendula seeds, so I'm hoping to get several colors at least. I'm not bothering to add any compost to the cells that the calendula are going into. If you've ever had calendula in your garden, you know that it self-seeds and will pop up anywhere, so I don't think it needs any great amount of encouragement. I'm just going to put 4 or 5 seeds in each one of the places where I plant it. Poke them in the ground a little bit. Soil's quite damp, so I won't even bother to water them. Leave them alone. I'm sure they will grow. They always grow like wildfire. Tagged so that I won't be tempted to plant something else in the space. Well, that's the calendula planted. 1 cell per 4-foot square raised bed. And I checked. I don't have any peas or carrots up. I wouldn't expect the carrots to be up yet, but peas come up quite quickly, and it has been quite a few days. But they were, I don't know, cloudy, cool sort of days. But after this rain, and we're in for some sunshine for the next 2 or 3 days, which should warm the soil up, I wouldn't be surprised in a few days if I see peas breaking the surface. To close this little segment off, I guess just a little shot of a few tulips that I planted a year ago. So this is their 2nd season.
Not too bad. They've managed to come back for 2 years anyway. It's a mixture in one spot. Right now it seems to be mostly the red ones, but I see a yellow bud down in there that hasn't opened up yet.